So that's why if you're looking at all the benches I own, and obviously a logical selection, the only one that's gonna matter is the shorty, because with the attachments, you can do creature curl.
Hold on. Wait a second, Gluck.
We were talking about curls.
Enough.
You can't interrupt.
Enough with these adjustable bench reviews. I thought we were gonna do a gym tour today.
I'm really busy because I gotta talk about benches.
Okay, we'll finish. I'll help you.
You wanna do some curls?
We'll help you out. We'll finish this adjustable bench review later, but first, can we get to a gym tour?
All right, let's go.
All right, let's check it out.
Massenomics.
We finally made it to Gluck's gym. It's been a long time in the making. We asked Winnie, hey, can you give us a tour? She said, I'm too busy. Can my B-man help you out?
Someone's got to take care of the kids, right?
So Gluck himself, he decided he'd help us out, and we're excited for the tour.
I'm excited to have you here.
Yeah, this place is kind of epic when you come inside. We're gonna kind of do a gym tour, but I also want to kind of find out the flow of what you do as a gym equipment reviewer. You know, the foremost gym equipment reviewer. So we're also taking notes behind the scenes.
Okay, I will lie about everything then.
On what not to do.
Yeah. So, okay, first things first. Gluck's gym, how old is it?
The actual gym or the channel?
Yeah, the gym.
7 years?
7 years. The channel, how old is the channel? Gluck's gym.
5 this year, I think, so soon.
Okay, but the gym is a recent expansion then also too.
Yeah. So we started in the back and then somebody's in the front here.
Okay. It is, so how long has it been done? Has it been done a year? Or?
The expansion?
Yeah.
Not that long, a few months.
Okay.
We just saw a picture the other day of like this time last year,
Yeah.
and they just put the floor in, but there was no walls or insulation or anything.
So the gym looks awesome right now. We're going to take a look at a little bit of everything, but is it normally look this?
Absolutely not.
No, okay.
I cleaned it up a little bit, but not that much.
Okay. All right, well, let's kind of start up here towards the front a little bit.
Okay.
I actually want to start with one thing in particular. We'll move around, but every home gym, even Gluck's gym, even if you're a review channel,
posters.
well, we'll talk about some of that stuff. Every gym has an easy curl bar, a silver easy curl bar. It's always in the corner, but you got a special one.
I take it out all the time. That's Gungnir.
Yeah, Gungnir.
That's like $600.
Yeah, that's a $600 corner easy bar.
But when it's free, I really love it.
Do you have an affiliate link?
Of course I do.
Show us how that works there.
Oh yeah, can you? Oh, the expert.
Oh no, you got to do it.
Just like that. No collar needed. Built in.
It is really nice.
Yeah,
it
it's
is
cool.
Also stupidly expensive.
I really like it, particularly on a curl bar. Even versus a regular barbell, I think like the curl bar is even the cooler application.
It's actually the only bar you need.
That's right. A curl bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ignore the 37 other bars.
Drink spotter.
Yeah, that's
whose water is that?
We got them for you guys, so they're for you.
All right, so that's the easier curl bar corner, one of the first side. He was pointing to the Silly Goose barbell flag and the 8-bit powerlifting, but what about the walls?
What about them?
It's pine, right?
It is pine.
It's
painstakingly put up one board at a time. Took a lot of time.
Did you do it?
I did most of it, and then I gave up around here, and then when they did the addition, they did this small section. Okay,
so you do film in here a lot. You have a lot of cam lighting in the ceiling. A lot, and then is this
Those
sound
are sound
stuff?
deadening because the echo is pretty wild.
So not every gym gets that.
No, I would hope no gym gets that.
Okay. Was that something you originally had planned, or was it like after you're in here, that's it?
We expanded, it started getting real echoey, so I've been putting them up like 1 or 2 at a time to help.
So what part do you usually film in?
It depends on the video. So this side that we're kind of standing on is what I would call my YouTube side. So this whole wall will swap out constantly. For the most part. Sometimes I keep things. And then the other side is, I don't want to call it practical because this space is not practical, but it's like my rack, my wife's rack, the dumbbells, and like slightly more logical things.
So are you saying if you're training, you're probably training over on this side?
I spend 90% of my time in this little circle.
Okay. Is this Gluck's rack?
That's my rack.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. We swap, but
okay.
I have the Rogue Monster. She has the PR5000.
All right, let's talk about yours then. Do you feel like right now, is this kind of optimized for how you like to use it, or are you doing some testing stuff on it too?
No, I think this is like, I don't want to say my forever rack because it's not a practical space and I do swap things out. I really loved Rogue's twin stack, but when you review, you have to switch things.
Right.
So I put the Indy Rhino in there and it works really well for me, and what I need, but I'm sure it'll get swapped out. But it's pretty decked out. If you look at these 2 racks, you'll see.
Yeah. What's that step on the Rhino then?
So that's actually from Bolt. They have a bench that's supposed to be like a bench spotter platform.
Yeah.
And I didn't love the bench, but then I took the platform and thought maybe I could do calf raises off it, and it works perfectly.
It's a little hack.
It could be a little taller, but it's nice.
You're from the Darko anchors. You're hanging a couple barbells.
Oh yeah, they're all over the place.
What's your go-to barbell? You could use any barbell you want to. You got an American barbell.
That's a Chewy. That's a double black diamond from Rep. I honestly shouldn't say this on camera. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing a power lift, a heavy lift, I'll get some aggressive knurling. If I'm benching, I'll go to the Chewy bar, but I'm incredibly spoiled.
Yeah.
And actually, it's my wife who likes the real aggressive knurlings. Me, I'm kind of like a wimp, and I want it on my back, so I just switch out depending how I feel that day. But I guess if I had to pick, Ohio Power Bars. Like if I was stuck with one bar.
That's your go-to.
Yeah.
On the front, on the whole rack. But what's this version of the Rogue
So this is
double throw?
the Indy.
Okay,
Dual Indies with the drop-in Rhino. And then I love the Indy because it's just a very smooth cable system. So I think I mentioned the twin stack. Would never sell the twin stack, but I needed to review the Indy. I needed money since I bought all this stuff. So I sold my twin stack, bought the Indy, and then it's just so well made. The whole thing is smooth. It's expensive, don't get me wrong, but if you've got the money or if you want to lose money on YouTube, it's a great investment.
How much, just this setup, like everything that's physically attached to this?
Counting this bargain right here?
Yeah, counting that bargain
sure
right there.
I'm sure well over $10,000.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
over
I
10.
bet you the rack's well over $7,000 because that's a drop-in Rhino.
Yeah.
Bought separately, cost a little more. I got the shrouds. I actually ripped this off my twin stack. And there's all kinds of things on here, the Black Widow pull-up extensions that I hang stuff off. It's pretty loaded up with the Voltra and other things.
Well, how much does the Prime Smart Arm cost?
It's a bargain. I want to say with all the attachments, it's probably $2,200 or so, but you need the shorty bench. So you could spend, I don't want to say $4,000 because you would never buy all the attachments, but I bet if you bought everything, it's like a power rack, but that is a sick thing.
Yeah, when we were touring No Way Jose's gym, he gave us a little tour of the Smart Arm, and I was pretty impressed.
It's so nice. So it's better. It's one of the best leg extension leg curls I've used, unless you want to buy primes dedicated, but that's like $5,000.
Right.
And it's obviously the most important part. Fantastic for preacher curls, for bicep curls.
The most important part.
And I'm sure you can do other stuff with it, but I mostly curl.
We've been talking a lot lately about functional trainers, about cable systems, and about the pulleys.
Okay.
How much better are aluminum pulleys than vinyl or plastic pulleys?
Not particularly. It's the bearings, and there's a lot of the components that go. This is super nerdy.
No, that's
the shirt makes sense.
Yeah.
It depends on if you've seen the Vulcan rack video. There's a lot of things you can do right and wrong. So the diameter of the pulley, the groove, the size of the cable,
the material
the
of the pulley
doesn't have a ton to do with it.
Right. Is it are aluminum pulleys, do they more often have better bearings?
That's what it is.
Yeah, right.
Because if you get a cheap piece of budget equipment, it has junky bearings to go with their nylon pulleys.
Right.
So we get kind of this stereotype that's bad, but go to a commercial gym.
That's what we've been saying. A lot of the commercial gym equipment, they've had nylon pulleys on there forever, and they seem to be just fine. So okay. So we've just got to be in our bonnet about that. So I wanted to talk to you about it.
Of course, you brought that one out.
Yeah. And this is the bench.
That's my shorty bench.
Yeah.
So I obviously only have one bench. Now, if you paid attention, we already walked by 3 other benches.
There's like 17 benches that we went by.
Well, this is my favorite one.
How many benches do you own?
Right now?
Yeah.
Probably at least 12, maybe 18 or so.
Do you keep an written inventory, a catalog
Absolutely
list?
Not.
You don't have. Yeah.
I don't have that kind of time. No, but this one's my favorite because it's easy to adjust. It's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I'm still waiting for the upright storage, and I'd like a cage and some other little things. But it's so versatile with the attachments like the preacher and removable head and other things. And the most important part, my wife will move it around without complaining. Because I do have the zero gap and other things, she will not touch it.
Okay.
And that's with the preacher on there, so it's not that bad.
Right. What would you say to someone if they said, I really want to start a home gym equipment YouTube channel because I want to get some free stuff, and that seems really easy to do?
Yeah, it is. That's pretty much that's what you do. You start a YouTube and you just email Rogue. I'm about $19,000 in debt to Rogue this year. They've never sent me anything for free.
Yeah.
But no, it sucks. It's so much work, and I have told people, don't do it.
Right.
Nobody listens. Before you got here, I was filming in the back for 3 hours, then I coached my kid's soccer game, and then we're here again.
Then the Massenomics guys were like, can we also take a couple hours of your time today to
it's
talk
my
more
wedding
about gym
anniversary,
stuff?
so it's going well.
Yes. We did yeah, I mean, you do have a lot of benches. It's kind of the joke too, but you have...
These are my favorites.
Like those, are these your favorites that are out here then? That's what I wondered.
And that's not to say, people get insulted sometimes, they don't pick your bench.
Right.
When you're spoiled,
right.
You
get to pick knits on the, you know.
That's the EliteFTS AB 1.0 with the 922 Designs head pad.
Okay.
That's pretty sick. It's a very expensive bench because to get a moose from Canada to here costs a lot of money. They have to carry it on their back. You feed them maple syrup or something.
The pad's a little different. You know, the pad's vinyl's a little bit.
You can pick this pad
okay.
too. You can get a slicker. But people don't realize in a commercial gym, this pad would get chewed up, which is why all commercial gyms are slicker.
But in a home gym, it might last
fantastic.
a long time.
Yeah, that's easily in my top 3. That's Rogue's Manta Ray, which I'd love. And if I had to pick one bench, it would be this because you can put attachments on it, whereas this you can't. But I don't have to pick one bench, luckily.
Right. You have to limit it to like 13.
Yeah.
Keep it under a dozen. And I missed it though, because you got a bunch of the other Prime attachments, wall mounted and
so
stuff
that's
like that.
the wall. So I started by buying the shorty and a bunch of attachments. And then eventually, Prime did send me this for free. So like you're saying, start a YouTube channel, you get free stuff.
It's that easy. Like I can't stress again
it's only about
how
70
easy
hours
it
a
is.
week. But after 4 or 5 years, they sent me a few of those attachments, which is the only way I could afford the rest of them.
Tommy, it's never really a home gym tour unless there's
we don't touch that. We don't
rep
touch
open
that.
trap bar.
Yeah.
Rep open trap bar always pops
sit in
up.
the corner,
yeah.
collecting dust.
There's always a rep open trap bar somewhere, I swear. Even the garage doors are wood paneled on the inside.
Yeah. We, I have an aesthetic.
Yeah. I want to mention it before we get too far. Not everyone would take a keen interest in this because they don't know what they're looking at, but I'm a big fan of the vintage plate wall divider that you've got going on here.
Yeah. So that's the beam for when we added onto the garage.
Right.
And it was an eyesore. So I thought I'll put plates on it, and I probably won't die. They haven't fallen on my head yet. But I'm going to expand it. I'm just waiting for some new.
Well, you've got some other cool ones that we've already gotten a sneak peek at.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? These are cool vintage plates that he has right here. What's your favorite? What's your coolest pair of plates?
I think I personally like the Yorks, maybe because they're a challenge to hub lift. But I got these from the original owners since they had a story to them. It's just really cool to know like their grandfather, worked with them. And
Tommy's a big history guy, actually. Everyone loves that he loves the history, so you would get along
I thought
well
you
with
were.
him. No, he's the history
I actually hate history, at least in school. But the plates are cool.
Yeah. The dumbbell, these are your using dumbbells?
Yeah, so this is one up, not the rack. This is from EliteFTS, the Citadel 4-tier, because obviously this is a logical space, and I needed all the space. I got a 4-tier. I don't have yours. But these are some of my oldest pieces of equipment in here. They're a mix of Rep and Rogue.
Okay.
So before I was a famous YouTuber, which I'm still not, I pieced these together over the course of like 2.5 years because dumbbells are expensive. And this and maybe my Bell's hammer are like the oldest things in here.
The EliteFTS dumbbell rack is
nice.
really cool.
Is it as nice as your Alibaba one?
I'll admit it. This is a little bit nicer than my Alibaba rack.
Probably a little more expensive.
A little bit more expensive than my Alibaba. Or the Prime. What costs more, this or the Prime rack? Are they in the same ballpark?
I'm sure the whole Prime Smart Arm setup. I'm sure. It was
No, because the Prime has their 4-tier rack that slides out.
I think Prime's a little more expensive.
Okay.
Well, also the lead time is wild, but.
The marker board, is that gym training, PRs, that sort of thing, or like ideas?
As a YouTuber, it covers windows so that I can control the lighting. It's going to fall down.
It's a pro hack.
So I do put notes on it for when I'm doing reviews.
Yeah.
Or we'll put like numbers for our lifts because my wife can't remember anything and she'll do her math out. And I refuse to help her with plate math. But it just covers windows so I can control the lighting.
Mini split?
Of course.
Yeah.
You got to be comfortable.
It's very cool in here today. You said it was running on.
I put that on for you.
Yeah, we appreciate it. No sweating here today. But does it how cold does it get here in the winter?
I don't know, it gets below freezing.
Okay,
so,
okay. And it keeps up well?
Oh yeah, it just sits on low sometimes.
Okay.
But we're kind of spoiled.
So is this sort of the Winnie rack then?
So yeah, this is my wife's PR5000. We've had this for years, not in this configuration. We've slowly added, shrunk it, expanded it. But it's the PR5000 and the Aries 2.0. We have the VTSs. Should I keep going? There's a lot of crap on
this.
No,
yeah. What do you think of how do you like the VTS setup?
So I like them. I do them for ISO. Is it the best Smith machine in the world? No. But if you don't want that traditional Smith machine feeling, like an isometric press, and you're strong enough to lift them because they are wildly heavy, then it's really cool. I'll do floor presses and other stuff with them that I wouldn't do otherwise. But it just depends. Like my wife, to be honest, doesn't really use it. It's just too heavy for her.
Right, right. Would you get rid of either of the two main racks in favor of something else ever, or are they pretty much there to stay?
I could see myself swapping. I wanted to try a prime rack at one point. The problem is I'm so heavily invested money-wise into these racks. Like it's just not practical to get rid of them.
We missed a couple drink spotters on those racks. There's the drink spotter classic right there, Tommy, on that one.
I bet you my wife's engagement ring's in here.
Is that where she sets it when she's...
yeah, it's probably... Oh, it is. It is. See that? She leaves it in here, and then it'll fall on the ground, and I always think...
just in case you didn't have enough drink spotters.
Oh, the koozie?
Here's it's a magnetic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See, YouTubers do get things for free. Do I have to pay you for that later?
Yeah, actually, we're going to bill you for that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
There's no free lunch. Step mill, Stairmaster.
Yeah, stepper. So that's my wife's review. So she has started doing reviews, which is great because then I would say I do less, but I just keep doing just as much. But it gives me a slight break, and people like her more than me, which is honestly logical. I would too. I do too, actually. So
I like her much more than myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a big screen on it. That's my
Yeah,
takeaway.
it's pretty expensive, but so it's one of those things like I don't think I could justify it because cardio.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty sick machine.
Also for home gyms in some spaces, it's going to be a ceiling height
yeah, they do make different models that are
Okay.
cheaper and shorter, but
Okay.
you know, when it's free, you get the good one.
Is this Force USA?
Yeah.
Is this one we looked at Dr. Tatty Waffles, Tommy?
That's the one.
Yeah, this is the one we looked at
compact
Dr. Tatty
leg press
Waffles.
hack squat. So
Have
my
you
wife
tried his
reviewed
Vulture
that.
setup that he did?
I tried it. It's just, and it works. Because I will say the thing I hate about this is like you're putting like 6 plates on each side, which is wildly over the weight capacity. But you know, with the 30 degrees, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
But it's solid for what it is.
It's a force to be reckoned with.
Oh my, yeah, you guys can leave. That was good though.
I would also mention Gluck is a supporting member of Massenomics. You
For
too.
years.
Yeah, for many. Legitimately, I'm not. This is just an ad. It is an ad.
It is, and it's a good one. It's my favorite app.
But if you like the Massenomics content and you like these gym tours, you too could become a supporting member. We'd love to have you. Head over to massenomics.com/join. It's the #1 way that we keep the lights on and that Gluck keeps lights on. You also have a program, you know.
I have a Patreon, but it's not quite as cool as yours.
It's kind of this. It's a similar concept. You could support both of us.
You can.
You
can.
you
Actually,
don't
it's
have
cooler.
to just
I just
pick
didn't
one.
want to hurt their feelings.
We probably have quite a few people that support both of us.
Someone even go back and forth.
Yeah. I want to talk about this, and I'll tell you why I want to talk about this. I'm considering upgrading our current lat pull down at Massenomics Gym.
Okay.
So here's some honest questions. I've been looking at Rogue options, Rep, Fringe Sport has something.
The Walrus.
Tell me who else should I look at and what should I get? Space is not a constraint. I want something big and heavy duty. I want something cool. What should I get?
So if you're in your commercial space.
In my commercial, in the Massenomics gym. Yeah.
I love this for a home gym. I don't think I'd put it in a commercial gym because, like you said, space isn't a restraint. So
right. And I have a big cable crossover in the gym.
Yeah,
I don't
so you don't need all this.
No,
right?
What's probably better to me is a very fixed bench set, where I don't need everything to be adjustable, and I don't need too many things to come off of it because then people come in, they take stuff apart, and they never know what to do with it.
No, so this is great for my space because it's got okay, first of all, it doesn't make sense. I have 35 ways to do cables in here. It's great for other people's spaces because if you don't have a dedicated cable, lat, low row, you want the seat and you want to flip it around and do seal rows or whatever. That's awesome. In a commercial gym, I would just get a dedicated unit. Rogue does make a better one.
Rogue makes a dedicated unit. I think, did they have it at Home Gym Con or was this there?
No, this was there in 100 inch. But even like the Walrus, I don't know if I want to put that in a commercial space.
Right.
That, if I had more space, is what I'd put in here.
The Walrus.
The Walrus.
Okay.
It could be better. It's very good, and I realize it's a bit of a knockoff of ATX, and by a bit of a knockoff, it's a direct knockoff.
Or the
of
ATX. I actually didn't mention the ATX. I could do the ATX one.
You could do the ATX.
I was considered that was another good option.
But that's kilos, and math is hard for lifters.
Well, are they going to do some pound stuff? They should be here soon, right?
They're thinking about it.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be here last year, so we'll see.
Yeah.
So I would get a dedicated unit. This is a
like
sick
the Rogue
unit.
dedicated unit,
or whatever else.
Yeah.
You could look at Sorenex or whoever.
Right.
But it is a really nice unit. I just don't know if I want, like you said, in a commercial space.
No, that's why I have to think about that.
Which is taking this off. I'm sure you have some members that aren't as strong as Tommy and Tanner. And,
Yeah.
you
Oh
know.
no, the problem is that would be on the ground, and the next
Yeah.
person would never know what to even do with it.
missing.
Yeah.
They take it home. Wait till I do my
Like,
tour.
oh, I wasn't supposed to bring this with me. I thought these were like complimentary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do like this for a home gym. What one? You said.
You know, I think I'm
What do you recommend though for someone's home gym?
something
The
like
Walrus
a Walrus.
or the
If you-
ATX
well,
or
this or the Adonis is fantastic, or Prime is fantastic if you can afford them.
does Brandon have the Prime?
He does. You'll
sensor?
see it later
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
But if I had more space, I would get a dedicated unit because the more
Right.
things you can separate out, like this gets a little clunky. If I'm doing lat pull downs, I make sure this is out of the way.
Yeah.
It's not a problem, but then
Yeah.
my wife and I aren't going to move this up and down.
Right.
And then if I low row, I got to take it off.
Okay. All right, that's good. As long as you got these two racks in here, we talked about your lifting side. This is your YouTube side.
Yep.
Right now we've got the Maxim magazine rack and the Force USA.
You look like my
Big
wife
Monster.
trying to look at the things to see what the names are.
Maxim. And what was the one you just reviewed? The review that just came out like 2 weeks ago.
The Vulcan one?
Where'd the Vulcan one go? In the garbage in the back, or?
Well, it's okay
Yeah.
to say this. It went to, if you know Jonathan No Fake 24/7.
Yeah.
They sent it to him, and it was really shady. And he's kind of come out with a story, so it's okay to say. But I had talked to them for months, and I said, I'm gonna, you can take the rack back, or I'll do a full review. Blah 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 blah. I gave him a lot of options. Eventually, communications broke down. I just did a full review.
Yeah.
Hated it for $4,500. Piece of crap. But so Monday, I get a phone call like, we're coming to get your rack, and it's some guy I've never heard of, and I was like, you're coming to my house? Who are you?
Yeah.
And then they came and took the rack on Thursday.
Where-
So my video came out Thursday saying it's the worst rack or worst item I've
Right.
ever reviewed.
Right.
And
And
they
they
come to
came
take
and
the
said
rack,
they're coming to get it.
took it back.
Did you
and
have it in pieces yet?
I
or-
took it apart because I needed space. And whatever. And
Was it like guys in black suits?
no, the guy was really nice, but he was
Yeah.
like, oh, we're taking it back to the warehouse. And I got a text from Jonathan later in the day. He's like, I think I have your rack. So they took it. My video dropped trashing it, and then they brought it to Jonathan's, and he had no idea that it was my rack, and I was about to trash it online.
He should do a
so
video.
Now he's stuck.
He should do a video trashing it.
Gotta
And then
do
we're
something.
taking it from you guys too.
I'm waiting to see what he comes out with. What if he really likes it? Maybe.
Yeah, he could. Right?
Like, no, he couldn't.
No, he will not like it. So how do you like the Maxim one?
So this is
Everyone has a version of this. Now, I'm not saying everyone, but like there's a lot of different versions of
Oh, there's no.
this.
Everyone is fairly accurate.
Okay. So that's a big question mark for people if they're building out a home gym and this is kind of what they want. Which one are they going to get?
So when you're looking at items, I like to break it into categories. So if you're looking premium, this isn't your brand. I'm looking
Right.
at Rogue. I'm looking at somebody else.
Right.
But there's people that don't have that kind of money. Most
Is
people.
Rep in the premium category then too?
Bordering
Okay.
on. I mean, they're still imported, so not as much
Yeah.
as Rogue. But
Yeah.
So this rack surprised me in that it's around $4,000. Still
Yeah.
a good amount of money, not as much as my $7,000 to $8,000 Rogue rack.
Right.
But the amount of stuff that comes with it, like after the Vulcan rack, I thought this is going to be another piece of junk.
Right.
Surprisingly good. I don't want to hit Tommy in the head with the things. But like
He doesn't mind.
these
I do it
arms,
all the time. Yeah.
You know, we're pretty strong guys, but when I did the GUTRX Tornado, I couldn't move this with one arm like this.
Right.
Because they put the rollers in it. The Smith machine is smooth, but it's also counterbalanced, right? So that's
Yeah.
fantastic for my wife. And it comes with just a stupid amount of attachments. I would say too many, but it was so much better than I thought it was going to be. Not perfect, but the review will come out at some point.
I guess we kind of missed it. I'm just thinking about it again. I wanted to mention, do you have one Vultra?
No, I have a second one.
You have two Vultras?
It's in the back.
So do you use the Vultra in your training?
Is Beyond Power watching this video? No.
I think they're always watching.
No, I don't. But
It's like they have like the Batman thing where they can see everything.
Yeah.
They use the Vultras
they're gonna
like
text
cell
me
phones
right now.
where they
There's
can
like
see.
a little red dot coming
Yeah,
through the window. I love the Vulture. No, they're
I use it for
fantastic.
everything.
But I mean, look at this space.
Right.
Like, this is not logical.
So you almost don't. You don't.
I don't-
like in Massenomics gym, I don't have a use for a Vultra. Tommy's home gym. He probably could make a case for a use for the Vultra.
Are we making a case for the Vulture? Tommy needs a Vulture.
Yes, we are actually doing that. Yes, that is on the list of like Tommy. Yeah, Tommy needs a Vultra for his home gym but seriously, he's got a 100 square foot home gym.
That makes sense.
Right, it makes sense.
I just did a video on a 100 square foot home gym, and that's one of my recommendations.
Absolutely.
And it's a tinkerer's dream, you know, loading the eccentric, putting it on the Force USA like Dr. Tatty Waffles. You could do a ton of stuff with it. It's just in here, I don't have the time because I waste 70 hours of my life on YouTube. So. But I am actually debating building something using it, so we'll see.
The Bells of Steel, I guess it's their
Reverse
GHR
hammer?
reverse
Yeah.
hyper combo. It's kind of like a Rogue Donkey sort of.
Yeah, like
piece
a
of equipment.
budget version of that.
Yeah, how
so
much does
this
this
is my
cost?
other, at the time in the review, I think it was under 1,000. I think it's maybe
Okay.
12, 13 now. But this is my other oldest piece of equipment. And
Really?
It's not exciting, but this is what I give a lot of credit to for fixing my back.
So you
Not my bad
use
squat
this?
form. Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
My wife used it when she was pregnant just to do like back extensions because it would like crack her back. She
Yeah.
loved it. We use it all the time because I used to I would get up from playing with my oldest son and be like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I knew
yeah.
I had to fix something. It's not my lifting. So I started doing like
never the lifting,
GHRs,
yeah.
back extensions, other things, and maybe tweaking my squat form slightly.
What-
And it's better now.
What's the hack? Because you move stuff around probably a lot. Do you have an easy way to move stuff around on this rolled
Yeah,
rubber
so you
flooring?
like pick it up and you grunt and you. This has wheels. It's terrible to move around. We
Yeah.
have a little like manual, whatever you call it, hand truck.
Yeah.
But
You're probably
no,
pretty good at that stuff though. At this point,
We
you've
move a lot of stuff.
also assembly of equipment. Are you like? Would you?
I don't want to say I'm the best.
But would you feel like if you were to have an assembly competition with some
I did
people, would
pretty
it?
well.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we talked to Rogue at Home Gym Con, and they're
Yeah.
like, how long did it take to put that rack together? And I was like, 4 hours with my wife at night, and they're like, that's what it takes our team to put them together.
Yeah.
So it's just you do it so often that,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
We make mistakes sometimes because I don't always read the instructions, but.
And then we talked about the Force USA. I mean, it'd be comparison to that. This one's like $2,000 more expensive though. So is it,
Well, yeah, a little over $2,000.
Is it $2,000
That's the
better?
C20. I don't know. If it
Depends.
was my $2,000, I'm not so sure.
I kind of like the metal. I don't know.
The little accents,
Yeah, the accents.
they
I don't
are
know.
everywhere.
Yeah, they are. There is a lot
The
of them.
arms
isn't
are
there?
kind of cool. I don't know if you've seen these, but like they can pivot
Okay.
vertically, whereas that one can't. And then obviously,
Right.
but you can lock the pin out like you've seen in different jammer arms to let
Yeah.
them kind of converge or move smoothly. So they're pretty good. I think, when I want to pay $6,500, it's like anything. I'm a terrible influencer. I talk to people a lot of things. It's like if it's worth it to you, sure, but
Right.
it feels a little expensive for what it is for me. The trolleys could be a little beefier. They're kind of like Reps Aries trolleys, which is fine when the trolley weighs 3 pounds, not when it weighs 25. And
So have you done a review on this one yet? Is there
we're still
audio?
working on it.
Okay. So what's the timeline usually? Like you get this, you get it in, you get it set up. How long from messing around with it, putting it together, using it, we're shooting a video, editing it, and publishing it?
So I could not do anything faster than probably 2 weeks,
Okay.
which would
But
be
you could get 2 weeks.
really,
2 weeks is pretty fast.
I'd have to race it.
Yeah.
This I'll probably have for a long time. Everybody's beating me out the door with this review.
Yeah.
So it really depends on this is a pretty complicated item. So to go through the 300 things it can do and see what it does well and doesn't work. Plus, if there's problems, I'll communicate with the company to make sure I'm not misunderstanding something. Or see like this thing took a shot, like that's ground down. So I'll ask them to see what their customer service is like, completely realizing I have no bearing on their customer. Obviously they're going to pander to me.
Right.
Me talking to you about customer service is as dumb as me talking to you about assembling a rack.
It's funny, we just did a review or a tour earlier this morning, and we were working with someone, and he was talking about a famous connection, and he was like asking a reference for how how was the equipment purchasing process. He's like, don't take it from me. Everyone treats me awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's,
yeah. You know what it's like.
Right. Well, no, sometimes. I kind of saved this to get to it. So this is the Alibaba leg extension leg curl. You just put the review out on this. This will be gone by the time we publish our review. It'll be gone by the time we leave today.
They have people lined up to take it because when I get rid of things to recoup the cost of the channel, I sell them pretty cheap. Yeah, we have people lined up.
But the Alibaba experience, more and more people are getting interested in purchasing Alibaba equipment. Can I save a few bucks and get something that's almost the same as something that I think the other company is white labeling?
Yep.
White labeling, sometimes that term can mean a wide variety of things, I think, because based on what I'm a watcher of your review. I'm a subscriber to your Patreon.
So I actually say that. Well, he is my Patreon.
I got to watch this review early as it came out.
Yeah, you did. We broke it down in parts.
Yeah.
So the process took 4 months.
Yeah.
Because Alibaba takes a while, which is probably what you're alluding to.
Yeah.
So we would break it down, like the ordering process, part 1, and then part 2, I actually talked to you about how to order.
Yeah.
Because you had that dumbbell rack.
Right.
And then part 3, we assembled it, went perfect, no problems. And then, and then the review, that's sarcasm there.
I do think there's something to, maybe it depends on what you're going to order from
Oh,
Alibaba.
100%.
Like a dumbbell rack is harder to screw up. Maybe.
Yeah, but if you look on Facebook, this is the most hype. Everybody loves it. Not everybody.
You're saying like
read
the
comments
Facebook
in that
home
video.
gym
yes, it gets
group,
very hyped up. Everybody's like, I bought this, and they'll show you the $700 price. And you're like, damn.
Yeah.
It's $1,700 to my, to my door. There's no directions. I thought for $1,700, I'd pay a few hundred more and get somebody else's. But if it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah.
It just wasn't for me. And the big thing was for me was like my wife. So if you're sitting on this, your knees, if you're doing like, it's not set up right now, if I'm doing leg extensions, they're like, it doesn't line up with the pivot point, so it's just murdering my knees. So I don't care what it costs if I'm not going to be able to walk later on.
Saving $500 is less attractive than
than the knee surgery. So, I mean, it's a knockoff of Sorenex's model, I mean, down to the T.
Yeah.
But I don't want to break anybody's heart. What those guys are doing is looking at pictures online, counting the holes, and trying to make it the same.
Right.
This is not Sorenex's model.
It's different.
It's different. Yeah. So when you say white label, this is not a white label. This is a knockoff.
Right.
White label means one company's selling it to multiple places.
And So I'm going to get a new leg extension leg curl.
Take this one right now.
I don't want this one. I don't because I do want a good one. So I'm looking at maybe Titan Fitness has one, or Yoni at Temple of Gains.
Temple of Gains is one of the solid.
Yeah.
That is somewhat white labeled, but he's gone through the.
So he's what I'd say, like people say it's white label. His really isn't
it's not even
really
white label anymore. It's like what Bells and Steels is doing.
Right. His
They're
is
taking
more,
this and modifying
his becomes more attractive because he's actually fixing some of the concerns.
Yes.
know?
That is, if I were looking, I would look at Bells to see what, Bells had this, like Bear Steel equipment, I think Bear Steel, might have this exact unit. And then Bells had something like this, and then for the past year they've been modifying it, and Yoni's done a lot. His is a different base unit. That's one of the better, cheaper ones.
Yeah.
But if you have real money, Prime's the king over there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, real money.
Gym flooring, you're too good for horse stall mats. You're like Tommy now. You've got rolled flooring, but there still is some remnant of horse stall mats.
Yeah, that's
around.
my product. I came up with that. Have you guys seen that before?
What, the horse stall mat gripper, the fastest growing grip tool?
Yeah,
ever seen?
I haven't released that yet. How do you know what that is?
Oh, we have our spies. It's not just who is it? Vulcan around. We've got our black suit guys too. So.
No, I've got a lot of Massenomics.
We sold all of these. Maybe we'll have more again. Maybe by the time this comes out, you can buy a horse stall mat gripper again.
Did you see? You guys are influencers because I saw your Arnold video. And
yeah.
I'm not going to grip that because you guys will embarrass me, but I've got all kinds of cool stuff.
Porter Phys Ed. These are cool.
The Eclipse grips are cool.
Yeah. Tommy's got a pair of these on the way.
Actually, this is one of my favorite cable attachments, the egg weights.
So
it's egg weights.
Okay.
So I use this for
that's the
Porter Phys Ed. These are really cool too. I had a Patreon reach out to me and say I should buy these, and then I never did.
So you use those just
I'll use them for hammer curls, tricep things, all kinds of stuff. Now this is great if you have grip problems, but this, because I like to do grip stuff, I'm not good at it.
Yeah, it's fun.
I really like this.
So do you kind of like grip stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm terrible at it, like I said, but that's what I started collecting the plates for.
Right,
You'll see the chalk
hub
on
lifting.
them.
Like you've got the Marcy. Oh, so can we look in the secret door? This is the secret door.
There's no secret.
You guys don't know about the secret door back here.
Because I keep it closed?
Yeah. So if you thought there was a lot of gym equipment back out here, you've only seen the beginning of it.
I don't have a consumerism problem.
These
are the necessities.
The storage wall, the wall control wall.
So I actually have a ton more wall control I got to put up. But
will it go out there or in here?
It'll go out
the
here.
wall's pretty
full. There's some space. Look. Put some stuff on
So
here.
the attachment wall, collar wall, I mean, everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got heavy mugs right here, just in case.
I have the Rogue heavy mug. It's probably worth like $1,000 just sitting on the ground. I said in the video it was going to sit on the ground. It is.
And there it is, sitting on the ground. And then, so what is this back here?
So
what are we in?
We're in my original gym. So when I started, it was right here.
Is this the size of the gym?
Yeah, it was 10 feet by about maybe 15. And I had my old Rogue 6-post, the 2x3 rack, and I had a Olympic platform that I deadlifted off of, really. And then I slowly added this way. So that's what we're standing in.
You've come a long ways, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going forward or backwards though. But yeah, now I store like extra stuff because I'm not a hoarder. But you know, if I want to do a comparison, then I need to own every item that's ever existed that's similar.
All right, rapid fire. What's the best adjustable dumbbell?
Well, as a true reviewer and influencer, I would say it depends on your wants and needs. But if I had to pick one, the Reppins are back here in the Black Widow dumbbell cart.
Yes. Tommy also has that set up.
Oh, so he agrees.
Yeah.
Because he has to. He's
Dean at Black Widow, good. Supporting member of Massenomics.
Yeah, he supports me too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. Just for that, we like you, Dean.
Yeah.
You have a stash of barbells back here too.
That's one of my stashes of barbells.
There's some barbell. You have a PRX rack with the dialed motion.
I've got it all.
Yeah, this is, so what, you have this rack mounted back here, like,
so
why is it mounted back here like this?
Because I don't have any power racks. So when we were adding on to the space, they needed to work and I needed to work out. So I had to plan to make my 100 square foot gym that I think Tommy stole my idea from and is trying to do at his own house, but I was the first one.
That sounds like him.
So this is my micro gym. I could fold this up and bring my car in here. I never do. That's offensive because gym equipment goes in here. And fold it out. I'd have my cables, and then I'd have my dumbbells and whatever else I needed.
Is this the
back
Fringe?
Here. That's the Mammoth.
Kyle Kaizen DIY.
Yeah,
project,
they keep adding on to it.
Supporting member, Kyle.
I don't know if he's a supporting member of. You know what?
You're gonna have to talk with that guy. We'll edit this part out. We can't give him any shine.
Just zoom into my face.
I like if we didn't fly here, I would want to take this barbell rack
with my logo on it.
Yeah,
that's the Bridge Belt barbell stable.
I would want to take it with the logo. That's a great story.
Anybody who has a logical home gym needs the extra 12 barbells of storage.
Yeah.
To go with their other 12 barbells behind Tommy.
When we leave, do you want to just, I know you don't have much else going on. Do you want to take this apart quick and mail it to me?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So, one other thing back here. Are these okay to show off? I mean,
it doesn't matter to me.
You don't really show off this stuff.
As you can see, I'm not a showy person.
No, is this just, I mean, you like this, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, you don't end up with these and not like this.
No, I found those.
These are too expensive to end up with them on accident.
There's an old lady at like the side of the road.
She's like, I don't know, I'm going to throw these in the dumpster. Do you want them?
No, so some of my vintage plates are back here because I want to hang them. I just haven't gotten that far. But I like to hub lift with them so you can see the chalk on them. They don't just sit here. I'm not good at it, but...
Yeah. Don't bother doing a vintage weights review video.
Nobody. They don't make any money.
I don't know. Apparently the affiliate links for Jackson
they died a long time ago. But there's all kinds. Like there's Mars plates.
These Mars are really, really cool.
The Jacksons.
You can also ship me these as long as you're just.
I did ship you a pair of.
That's true. You actually.
And I gave you a hell of a deal. You just told me last week you charged me way too little. I was like, that's because I like you.
I was getting the blue Eagles, and I was like, what did I pay for the gray Eagles? And then you're like, oh, it's $250, or I found it, or you found it. I'm like, I don't think that was enough.
No, it wasn't.
But we won't worry.
Don't worry about it.
What's a little bit of money between friends?
Yeah.
Are these all the bumper plates you cut up for
these
the?
These are cut,
cool
and
video.
Then obviously I've stacked extras up, but you can see the seams.
What's the plan for all the cut ones?
I have no idea. I wanted to make like a wall or some kind of
like art.
But instead they just sit in the back, and I'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
In my free time.
All the free time that you've got.
Yeah.
You mentioned something about looking around the corner.
Oh, do you want to see?
Well, maybe we just want to at least show it off.
So you asked if it cleaned up, and I did clean up a little bit.
Oh, the freak! Do you recommend the freak athlete?
Yeah, I mean, I think in a tiny space it's cool. In my gym, I have the space for a dedicated unit. Oh, my entire family's out here too, so you can just throw them.
Yeah, but there's a whole pile of extra boxes.
Yeah, swing around too. If you want.
Yeah.
There you go.
And that's just the work in progress pile.
Yeah, that's our upcoming reviews that I cleaned up a little bit for you guys here.
You did. It looks great. It shows.
Yeah, and my sons want to see. They don't care at all what I do for a living.
They even haul around Rogue barbells where they go.
Yeah, it's empty.
That's great. Okay. Let's come back into the main part.
Try not to trip. Nobody gives the cameraman, the real talent, enough credit.
He's got to duck and dodge and dip.
Yeah.
His arms are probably getting tired over there too. Okay. As we wrap up, it's usually I usually like to talk about what people would get next.
Okay.
It's kind of a weird question for you. Like, What do you want to review that you've never reviewed? How about that? What's on your review list that you have never reviewed that you'd love to get in here that's maybe not as easy? I don't know what that is, but...
See, you asked about like you become a YouTuber, you get free stuff.
Yeah.
The other thing people don't tell you about as being a YouTuber is you don't get to pick. Like you're just following the trends.
Right.
And
if
what's
you maybe
cool.
want to be good at it.
Right. So if you want to do stuff you want to do, nobody will watch it.
Yeah.
You know? So I've done videos on like 3D printed equipment and other cool stuff that I thought was cool, and nobody cared. So I don't know. Right now the current trend is machines, so I get to do lots of machines.
Yeah, that is the current trend, isn't it? That is the trend, is machines in the home gym. We talked about the leg extension, leg curl. That seems big. At Home Gym Con they came out with the dialed. Well, they didn't come out, but Dialed Motion showed off their prototype on the leg extension, leg curl. So it does seem like the machines in the home gym. Obviously, this sort of
all-in-ones are cool. Smith machines, but like you can review a few of them, and like I tell people, you can do the first ones, you can do the best ones, and then like the budget ones. But after there's 15 of them, how much can you do?
Here's something Tommy and I talk about, and you can tell me if you think this is off base or how you reflect on it from your position. Machine-wise, it seems like a lot of the more home gym companies, they're coming around on these machines and starting to build these things that they're not pieces of a crap. They're coming out with like real machines.
Better,
But Tommy and I talk about it. It's like, it doesn't seem like there's that much new being invented. It seems like the commercial gym market had a lot of that stuff figured out already. Like in the 80s, 90s,
a lot of it is repeated.
Body Masters, Icarian, companies like that they're not home gym brands. But it's like they're just like some of the home
They're
gym
getting inspiration
companies.
from other places. I mean, there are cool things, like the Vultra obviously didn't exist, but then like they have pneumatic. Have you seen the pneumatic machines?
We toured Jonah Leo's gym, Kaiser.
So like, are we really ahead or not?
Right. It's kind of, it's interesting to decide what's actually new
or
stuff.
we like combine functionalities of things, and there's always trade-offs.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, what would people follow you best on? Obviously YouTube.
YouTube,
they
Instagram,
already know, actually, but
I guess.
Gluck's Gym on YouTube. How about become a member of the Patreon? How do they do that?
Patreon or a supporting member of Massenomics.
Do it both.
Get some merch.
Yeah, get some merch, a drink
almost
spotter.
All of my merch is Massenomics, like my whole wardrobe.
He does have we got to give him props. Gluck, watch his videos because you'll get to see a lot of Massenomics stuff.
See what they're coming out with.
We got to give him some credit where credit is due on that one. Yes, but please become a supporting member. Check out the gym tours. If we don't have the most gym tours on YouTube, we're going to soon. We're doing like 76 gym tours just
I actually gave up on gym tours because I was like, I can't.
It's like, I guess that's what those idiots do now. We'll let them.
My exact words. Are you not listening to me?
I told you about the black suit guys and the Vultras. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll catch you for the next tour.